What's up, y'all? We're going to be doing a tier list of the NFL teams, and I am basing it off of the record off the past season and what I think they bring to the table for next season based off their draft picks and what they can do when people come back from injuries and whatnot like that, right? We have five tiers. We got dog water, which is absolute trash teams. Teams that are going to go win 3 of their games or even less than that, around that. We have our below average teams, which is the teams that win about 5-6 of their games. Then we have our average teams. It's just your normal football team wins about an even amount of their games. It's just alright, And then we have hold up. And then we have our better than average teams, which is our teams that will make the playoffs and will do pretty decent throughout the season. And then we got our GOAT squad, which is basically going to be teams that will more than likely go undefeated throughout the season and will have a very high chance of making it to the Super Bowl. So let's go ahead and get started. First team up is the Bengals. So let me look at the Bengals schedule. Well, not schedule. How the Bengals did last year. Bengals were 4-11 last year. They had some impressive wins that they pulled up. Their draft went all right. They didn't have the best of it, but they had a pretty good one. I'm gonna put they went 4-11 last year. I'm going to actually put the Bengals. They got their quarterback back now, so I'm going to put the Bengals at average. Next up is the 49ers, who went 6-10 last season. They had an amazing draft. I'm also going to put the 49ers at average. They picked up a great quarterback. The Bears actually had a decent season. They went 8-8. Not so good of a draft. They're an okay squad. I think they've lost a couple players, gained some good players as well. I'm also gonna have I'm also gonna have to put the Bears at average. Green Bay. Green Bay's a big one. They were really, really good last year. 13-3, made it all the way to the championship. But this time, there's a whole lot different with them. I think they had a pretty good draft. Or maybe not. I'm not 100% sure on their draft. But I know they don't have Aaron Rodgers right now. Because Aaron Rodgers wants traded off of Green Bay. He no longer wants to be part of the Packers. Because he doesn't feel like he can get a win with them. Which I don't know who else he's going to get a win with. That's his best chance is Green Bay. Unless he wants to come over to my team. The Miami Dolphins, you know what I'm saying. But I'm going to put Green Bay at... They don't have a quarterback right now. They got their backups and whatnot, but they're still a really good squad. I'm still going to put them at better than average. The Cardinals. Cardinals are a pretty good squad. They got D-Hop, one of the top wide receivers. They went 8-8 as well last season. I'm just going to have to put them in average as well. I also got to take in conclusion of them being more than what there was last year, amount of games. So more games now. I think they're pretty average. A lot of average so far. Here we go. The Colts. Colts made it to the playoffs last year. 11-5. They sadly were out the first round. I think they'll go above average. Better than average, 100%. They are a pretty good squad for having players that I'm not really that familiar with, surprisingly. But yeah. Next up is the Seahawks, 12-4 last season. They got Russell Wilson. They got some pretty good players on their team. Definitely going to be a above average team. Definitely above average team. The Texans. I don't even need to say anything. I don't think I need to. The Texans are going to be dog water next year. Yes, they have Deshaun Watson. No, don't have Deshaun Watson. I don't think right now because he wants to be traded as well, just like Aaron Rodgers. So I don't think they even have Deshaun Watson, and they did just use. They lost a good player recently as well. I'm thinking of it. Where are they at? Where's this team I'm thinking of? I really don't see them. Oh, there they are. No, he didn't play for them. Yeah. He played for the Texans. Yeah, they lost Watt. So they don't really have anybody right now. So I think they're going to do absolute dog water. And even as of last season, when they even had them, they went 4-12 even with that. So now that they don't have them, they're definitely going to be absolute trash. The Jaguars, with the best draft, having the first pick, they picked up Trevor. They were the absolute worst team last season. Won one game, lost 15, 1-15. All they picked up really was Trevor. Still think they're going to do dog water. Yeah. Next up, we have the Chargers. Decent squad, 7-9. Justin Herbert, I think they're a good squad. They're not dog water, but they're also not average, so they go right here into the below average category. Now the Cowboys. The Cowboys is one of those teams where I absolutely hate the Cowboys. It's not because my team's got a rivalry with them or anything like that. It's just I don't like Cowboys because I don't like Cowboys fans because they are annoying. But anyways, I know Cowboys fans won't be all in my comments right now, but Cowboys last season did not do spectacular. They went 6-10. I don't know a lot to say about the Cowboys. I don't know a lot about the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are going to be a below average team. The New York Giants, where did they go last year? They went 6-10 last year, as well as the same as the Cowboys, but they didn't have Barkley the entire season because he got injured. Now that Barkley's back, I do think they're going to do a whole lot better than the Cowboys do. So I still think they're going to be a below average team, but I think they're higher than the Cowboys, so I'm putting them there. Same for that. I think the Colts are going to. I think the Seahawks are going to do better, so I'll do it that way. I'll do it this way too for them. And the average so far, the Cardinals will do the best. They'll do the second best, and the Bears will do the worst. Next up, we have the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey's team. They went 5-11 last year. I strongly feel about this one. They're going to be a below average team, below the Cowboys. Then we have the Saints. Don't have Drew Brees anymore with his retirement. I would say if they had Drew Brees still, I would say they are a goated team. Last year they went with Drew Brees. They went 12-4. But I'm going to have to put them in the below average category. I mean, better than average category. If they had Drew Brees, I could put them up there. But no, I don't have Drew Brees. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Next up, we have the Eagles, who went 4-11 last year, worse than the freaking same as the Bengals. But I put the Bengals in the average category. But the Eagles, they just don't really have a squad. I think they got Cox, right? Fletcher Cox. I don't really know anybody else that plays for the freaking Eagles. So I'm actually going to have to sadly put them at the top of it, though. The top of the below average tier. That's just because I see them as an average team, but there's some downsides to them because they got some things, but, they're missing some stuff as well. The Vikings now. We have the Vikings. They went 7-9 last year. They did better than the Chargers did, and I put the Chargers a below average. Like I said, I don't know much about the Vikings either. I know they got a top 5, top 10, whatever, running back or whatever, Dalvin Cook. So for next year coming, I think they're gonna be nice and recharged. I'm going to put them above the Bears on average. Now it's a team that I really don't like. And I'll explain that in a second. They went 13-3 last season, the number 2 team. With next year, Diggs, and Josh. I may get some hate for this, but I'm gonna have to put the Bills next year as a goated team. The thing again, this is for next year, how we're all think teams are gonna do. I gotta put the Bills up in the goated squad. They're really good. They're a good team. They made it really, really far last year. Surprisingly, because that was the first time in forever that the Bills were able to do that, but they really showed. They really showed the world. Next up is the Patriots, which the Patriots picked up an amazing draft pick with getting a quarterback there, calling him the new Tom Brady because he's got Bill Belichick coaching him as well. I'm going to have to put the Patriots above the freaking Cardinals on the average team because of that pick. 7-9 last year. I think they're going to go positive this year with a nice 9 and there's more games this year, so they'll be 9-8. Yeah, that's my prediction for the Patriots. 9-8. The Broncos used to be all sorts of stuff. I've talked about it all the time. Then something happened and they dropped real bad. 5-11 last year. One of the bottom teams. I'm going to put them in the below average category. We're just putting below the Panthers, actually. Once again, guys, don't get offended. This is my opinion about these things. So if you don't fully agree, that's fine. We all have our own opinions. The Rams. How did I realize that there are 2 Rams? I'll do this Ram because this Ram is bigger. Let's put that down there. The Rams is a good squad. They got one of the top defenses in the league for sure. They went 10-6 last year. Made it real further in the playoffs than I thought. They did just have that big trade, quarterbacks wise. Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff switching up. Because of that, I feel like they've upgraded. They were a high average team there, but because of that trade and whatnot, and they're having such a great defense, I'm going to put them at a better than average team. Now, as for the Lions are not it. They are 5-11. They're above the Bengals on the list. They did better than the Bengals, winning more games than they did. Which then again, the Bengals were the only team last season to get a tie. No, the Eagles did too as well. But the Lions, good trade. They got Goff. I'm going to put them at a below average team, a high below average team. I think the Chargers will do better than the Lions, though. Then we have the Jets. They picked up Mac Jones in the draft. They went 2-14 last year. We thought they were going to be a team that never got a dub last season, but then they finally did towards the end. Where they went 2-14 last year. Same predictions for that. I think they're going to not do as good. And then they're going to be a dog water squad. The Browns, oh my gosh, they were amazing last season. 11-5. Would have went to the freaking Super Bowl. Lost to Kansas City. Barely lost to Kansas City. Next year, I think they're going to do a whole lot better than what they did before. They learn, and they're probably adapting now. They were 11-5 last season. I see them definitely as a better than average team, all the way up here. The best one on the better than average team right now because we'll put Green Bay there because Green Bay don't have a quarterback right now. Baltimore Ravens, 11-5. You're pretty good. Finally lost out to the Bills. Got Lamar Jackson. They don't have any wide receivers though. So we all know that the Ravens are a pretty good squad right now, so they're definitely a below average team. I'm still saying that they are still worse than Green Bay right now, even though Green Bay doesn't have a quarterback, because Baltimore doesn't have any wide receivers. Then we have sorry, I'm choking. We have the Falcons. So for how good of a team they have, they are absolute trash for even how good of a squad they have. They need to build their defense, and it will be a whole lot better than me. They got Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones. They had what's his name as their running back, Todd Gurley. Like, they had such a good squad and stuff, but they still went 4-12 last season. Like, these are guys who went all the way to the freaking Super Bowl against Tom Brady and the Patriots to have such a big dub coming their way, a Super Bowl win coming their way, to choke it because of their defense. They need to build their defense. If they could build their defense, I could put them on the average tier, but because they don't have a defense, they're on a below average. Kansas City, we all know where Kansas City's going. Go to the squad, 100% go to the squad. Easy dub, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, dubs. The Buccaneers, Tom Brady, Gay Mike Evans, also a go-to squad for next year. And we get to my team, the Miami Dolphins. No, I'm not going to be biased because it's my favorite team and just go, okay, boom, that's it. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be real with y'all. We got Tua. We lost Fitzpatrick. I'll talk about that in a second as well. I never did talk about why. Did I talk about that? Why I didn't talk about why I hated the Bills. I forgot about that. So I'll mention that real quick since we're on the Dolphins. The reason why I hate the Bills right now is because last season, our last game, if we would have won the game, we would have made it to the playoffs. And I thought it was going to be an easy dub for us, right? An easy dub, make it to the playoffs, right? Because the last seasons, the last games of the season, the teams that already have a certified spot going into the playoffs, right? They normally use their backup players to not risk injury to their, starting players. Nope, that's not what the Bills did. They used their starting players to beat us, so we didn't have a chance of making it to the playoffs. So for that reason, I don't like the Bills right now. But I'm not going to lie with you. Our Dolphins, we got one of the top defenses in the league. For sure, we got Xavier Howard, bro. You can't mess with Xavier Howard, bro. Sheesh! You know what I'm saying? We got Tua. Didn't do so great last season. Rookie season, they all do bad the rookie season, really. He's got a lot of learning to do still, but I think he's going to come in clutch this season. And we picked up Jalen Waddle, you know what I'm saying? We got Devontae Parker as well. We got like 15,000 running backs. Lord help us. But I'm definitely going to put the Dolphins as a middle average team. And I didn't nice the Dolphins a bit. I put them at the highest of the below average. So don't get mad at me for that. The Raiders. The Raiders last year, they were 8-8. Do I say any more? Derek Carr, like, who? So, 100% going to be a low average team. Yeah. The Titans only won 11 out of the 5 of their games. Sorry about that. The Titans only won 11-5 last season. Yeah, I don't know much to say about them. The only person I know on their team is Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown. They are a really decent squad, though. They're definitely going to go on a better than average. Above the Colts. Washington football team. They got Fitzpatrick now. So there's that. Washington was the first team to beat the Steelers last season when they were on their undefeated streak. Washington last year went 7-9. They were pretty good last year. They were a nice average team, maybe a little bit below. Next season, I think they're coming clutch. Let's do that. It's magic like coming away since apparently our Dolphins wanted to let him go. I don't know why we did that, but we did. So I'm definitely going to be putting him in put the Washington football team the lowest of the average squad. Maybe even above the Raiders. And then we have the Steelers, who were lastly we have the Steelers, who went 14. not 14. They won 14 games. Sheesh, what am I saying? They went 12-4 last season. Had the entire undefeated streak all the way up till they finally lost to the Washington football team. I think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be a better than average team next year. I think it's still time for Ben Roethlisberger to retire, but I'm going to put the highest of the highs of the average squads. These two are just, I don't know what these are. This is all the NFL teams, and this is the Rams for a second time. But that's it, yeah, that's my tier list, guys. Let me know what y'all would do different. Let me know reasons why I should change my opinion about things. Give me information that I don't know. Maybe I didn't know that, maybe you could help me out. But that's what I think. I think the absolute dog water teams for next season is going to be the Texans, the Jets, and the Jaguars. The below average teams, we've got the Broncos coming in at the worst below average. And then we have the Panthers, the Cowboys, the Giants, Eagles, Lions, Chargers. And then we have the Falcons at the highest of the below average tier. As for our average teams, they're going to do pretty decent next season. We have the Raiders, Washington football team. Oh, shoot. Is that going to be better than the Bears? Or are they going to do better than the Bears? Hold on, I might have to change something right now for y'all. Bears and the Raiders have the exact same score. Sheesh, dude. I don't know. I think the Raiders will do better than the Bears, but I don't know if Washington will. Is that going to put Washington at the end? I guess I will. So we got Washington now. Bears, Raiders, Vikings, Bengals. Oh, they're going. Bengals. I might put them a little bit higher up. You know what I'm saying? Because they do got their quarterback now. They do got Joe Burrow back. Now we have the Bengals, and then we have the Dolphins, the Cardinals, Patriots, Steelers. For our average tiers, better than average teams. These are our teams that will make it to the playoffs. 100%. More than likely, not 100%, but more than likely because they have for so long. I'm actually going to put Green Bay on the low at the end of the list, as long with the Saints because of quarterback reasons. They do got Michael Thomas and whatnot, but see, they're still in the better than average squad. So we got Saints, Green Bay, Rams, Colts, Titans, Ravens, Seahawks, and Browns. And then our goated squad, teams that have the best chance of making it to the Super Bowl, is the Buccaneers, the Bills, and Kansas City. So let me know what y'all do. Sorry, I can't speak English there. Let me know what y'all would do different. And subscribe, hit the like button, and check out the stream later on tonight or maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Definitely going to be streaming with the boys, playing some GTA and whatnot. But if you enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button. Peace.